Winter is coming for AI, and by winter I mean the momentum is slowing down, not a complete stop. This isn't just random theory I am throwing out there. It's something that I have been observing for a while right now. But I have finally gathered enough evidence to back it up. If you have been around the AI world for the last year and a half, you probably noticed it too. Not so long ago, it feels like we're drowning in a flood of new AI models, multiple groundbreaking releases every single month, sometimes even several models in the same week. Big names or small teams, everyone was dropping something new. And it was an exhausting race to keep up with. But fast forward to right now, and the base has noticeably shifted. And instead of dozen shiny new models every single week, we're right now down to maybe 5 or 4 models in the entire month. So, what is happening here? Have we already hit the peak of artificial intelligence and it's all downhill from here? The reality is that the initial excitement around the AI, especially generative AI, has started to cool off as businesses and the consumer confront the technology limitation. Like any new technology, AI follow the predictable pattern known as the hype cycle. Right now, it seems that we have moved past the peak inflated expectation, where hype reaches its highest points possible, and we are entering something called the trough of disillusionment, where the reality of what AI can and can't do begin to settle in or to show up basically. The question that asks itself right now, why? Why this shift is happening? For a starter, the initial expectation around AI, especially generative AI, were extremely sky high, higher than a Snoop Dogg. Company envisioned a future where AI tools would transform every single industry overnight. It will automate everything from customer services to complex decision making, yet many of these promises remain unfulfilled. For example, the AI powered chatbot have struggled with accuracy, often generating hallucination until now, which is a response that are entirely made up. This realization is causing their businesses and tech consumer to reassess their initial optimism. Adding on top of this, the recent report suggests that even the leading company OpenAI are started to understand they have to slow down. According to this article from Inc., it title itself showing you why they're slowing down. Why OpenAI is trying new strategies to deal with an AI development slowing down. The main key points about this article that OpenAI right now is testing the next generative AI system, probably Orion. One of the engineers have been tasked with this project found out it didn't perform a significant leap and jump in terms of capability like the jump between GPT-3 and the GPT-4o models. And there is evidence showing that the current AI in some tasks like coding performing worse earlier versions. And OpenAI is trying to find a way to fight this slowing down. Even they right now admitting that it's harder to find vast resource of a new training data. OpenAI may be also considering using synthetic training data, aka data generated by another large language model. And the second thing that they admitting their next big project will take time. And also the article from Time magazine is talking about the same subject, saying that the reports by Reuters and Bloomberg suggest that the leading AI companies are experiencing diminishing return on scaling their AI system. However, the last week after the experiment new version of Google Gemini model, the 1206, that took the GPT-4o top hotspot on the leaderboard, Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, posted on Twitter saying more to come. But on the other hand, Anthropic has updated its medium sized model, the Sonnet, twice since its releases. But the Opus, which has not received a single new update since June, the company said Opus would be updated later this year. And the year is almost done. We have a few days left. And on the Lex Friedman podcast, the co founder and the CEO of Anthropic declined to give a specific timeline when this model will come out. And he also said if Anthropic cannot right now produce more powerful model, it means they failed deeply as a company. And one of the significant factor that adding to the slowdown is something called the data wall. According to this article, the quality and the quantity of data available for training a new AI models have become a bottleneck. The early advancement in AI benefit from abundant and easily accessible dataset, but now the industry is running into limits, gathering more data and ensuring it's clean and diverse and unbiased is becoming increasingly difficult and expensive. Even Sundar Pichai, the Google CEO, recently shared his opinion about this issue. The AI development is finally slowing down. The low hanging fruit is gone. And he's claiming that the generative artificial intelligence probably won't change your life in 2025, at least not more than it already has. And he doubled down on this point by saying, I think the progress is going to get harder. When I look to 2025, the low hanging fruit is gone. And he also said, we're definitely going to need a deeper breakthrough as we get to the next stage. On the other hand, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, is kind of disagreeing with this kind of statement, writing there is no wall, which kind of remind me of two funny things. The first one is the Matrix scene where Neo is imagining there is no spoon, and the second one is Trump saying the same thing, and we need to build a wall. One of the key factors that is slowing down also the AI development, the expensive pricing for running and training this model. And that's actually reflected on the prices of this model. Let's take a look to the GPT-4o model in terms of price. $2.50 for 1 million input, and $1.25 for 1 million cached input, and $10 for 1 million output. And now let's take a look to the O1 preview prices. $15 for 1 million input, $7.50 for 1 million cached input, and $60 for 1 million output token. In total, 82 and 15 cents for 1 million input and output and cached. It's insanely expensive. This is why a lot of people doesn't use it in their apps. And the price is not reflecting on the capability of O1 preview. There is no significant jump between the GPT-4o and the O1 preview model. It's basically 2%, which is not justified to pay this amount of money for this model. So where does the AI go from here? Isn't the end of the story, but it's rather a start of something new, a brand new chapter. Even so, the excitement and the hype around AI might have slowed down a bit, which is a good thing. The focus now is on fixing important problems. Companies need to figure out how to get better data, reduce the energy that it takes to run big AI system, and make sure that AI used in a correct way. So my final thought that the current slowdown isn't a bad thing. It's a normal part of how any big new technology grows and develop. It might feel like a pause, but actually it's time for us to learn and think and to catch up what we missed. Instead of just avoiding AI and being afraid of it, I advise everyone to utilize it and use it to enhance your work. I usually don't make videos like this. I focus more on the AI tools and how to use it to be more productive in coding and how to use it to build application in different languages. I feel like I needed to talk about this subject, especially in this time, because it seems that the slowing down is gonna be here for a while. And if you guys like this video, I have more ideas that I wanted to talk about. For example, what is the large concept model that is coming from Meta, which is kind of brand and a very promising thing. It's not like large language model, it's something completely new. Or why CEO and the tech industry right now is trying to replace developers and why they might fail if they even try to use AI. Or, which a video that I have to be very careful while I'm doing, why the last video from Upper Echelon that he's talking about that the AI is lying is kinda wrong, because I feel he doesn't understand how large language model is created and why they're acting like this. But it's not for me to decide, it's for you guys to decide which kind of video should I make. If you like this video, just let me know down below. I would love to make more videos about these topics. So if you like this video, just let me know down below by typing a comment or subscribing and hitting the like button. And thank you for watching to the end, and see you in the next one.